Welcome to In the Gap. I'm Catherine with the Estate Law Center, and the following is a collection of law articles using personal stories to explain the meaning and importance of estate planning. This is meant to be educational and does not establish an attorney-client relationship. Enjoy the following story. Grace Notes. Remember that first love note you wrote? Hold that thought. Do modern-day heroes really exist? Would we recognize one if he or she appeared right in front of us? And what would we want to say? Perhaps your hero may not embody the stereotypic image. Your hero may not even bear a resemblance to anyone else's hero. Does a hero really have to be packaged perfectly or need to appear in a shiny suit of armor? Could your hero be the one who came alongside you to fight an illness, or who fought his or her own illness, an employer who gave you a job, a neighbor who brought you food, a child who spoke a kind word, or your parent who taught you about faith? The concept of one being a hero seems to be synonymous with one who has done something extraordinary. From our very formative years, we observe examples of what may comprise the best in human spirit. The examples may be the selfless acts of our parents, the insight and direction of an elementary school teacher, good Samaritans helping those in need, people with the gift of working with our older adult population, or individuals with the godlike vision of being missionaries. Somewhere amongst all that bears witness to the very best in human spirit, we catch a glimpse that each makes a personal choice, often a sacrifice, so that another might gain. Your hero may be embodied in your spouse, who got down on bended knee, or who was the one she said yes. He or she may be the one who encouraged you in different career paths, was with you when you took ill, is the one with whom you pinched pennies, with whom you raised children, who tells you how wonderful you look even as age is making its mark, and who knows you better than anyone else. Your spouse becomes a foundation and a lifeline, inseparable from you. From the beginning of that relationship, planning and provision occurs, whether through employment, caretaking, or celebration. Wise stewardship and provision also includes estate planning. In my role as an estate planning attorney, I find that there are often many individuals and entities that a testator or a trustor would like to remember in the drafting of his or her will or trust. They range from spouses and children to extended family members and friends, as well as charities. Discussions about estate planning, though necessary, are not always easy and are frequently uncomfortable. However, the most poignant of all is when a couple is faced with planning for the imminent incapacitation of a spouse, that individual's knight in shining armor, his or her hero. These are the times when I pray for unshakable faith for them, for me. If there ever was an Achilles heel, this subject and that of one's children must be it. When two people join their lives with the understanding that each will be present for the other, that they can depend on each other, that there is a love that runs deeper than words, there's a confidence that the season of life enjoyed in their early years together will be that much sweeter in their later years. When an illness comes and interrupts, the surreal feeling of a timeline having proceeded too quickly is almost more than one can grasp. The roles begin to change between the spouses. The feelings of love, guilt, anger, fear, and loneliness can become overwhelming. Life's pattern often begins to shift very rapidly as one spouse faces the real possibility of becoming the caretaker and one spouse faces a looming illness. Neither spouse can stem the shifting. Planning ahead for the foreseeable and the unforeseeable is what estate planning addresses. In addition to communicating a message, it often provides for provision when we are no longer able to. Though this provision is essential, so is the message. This brings to mind lyrics from Sarah Grove's song, What Do I Know? She lost her husband after 60 years, and as he slipped away, she still had things to say. Death can be so inconvenient. You try to live in love, it comes and interrupts. She still had things to say. That grips me every time. It seems that equally as important as writing estate planning documents is taking the opportunity to leave a personal letter. Is there something you would like to say to your hero, your spouse, your child, your family member, or your friend? By this I mean, is there a memory or a sentiment that you would like to memorialize in writing? How much would it mean to you to know you had told your hero one more time that you love them, that you are proud of them, that they mean the world to you? What would it mean to you to be in receipt of such a writing? You may even know someone who would like to leave such a sentiment to a spouse or a child, yet they are no longer able to pen a letter on their own. What a gift it would be to offer to write down memories of family outings, favorite holidays, how spouses met, battles fought, causes won, perhaps making it a celebration exercise, capturing a legacy to be shared for generations. I encourage you to add a separate tab to your estate planning document binder and call it Grace Notes. Pick up your pen and paper. Write that love note. Dear Hero. It is my hope that this story resonates with you. The Estate Law Center serves clients throughout the Commonwealth of Virginia in the practice areas that touch most of our lives: estate planning, elder law, and business law. The motto of the Estate Law Center is protecting the stewardship of your God-given assets. Enjoy additional articles read from In the Gap, and for more information, please visit estatelawcenter.com. I leave you with this, and the following comes from my heart. We must protect those who are not able to speak for themselves. We must protect our neighbor who has been wronged by another. We must reach out to the elderly who may be overwhelmed by a vast system of laws. We must act boldly when others may be caused to be weak and use the protective arm of the law to guard against the trampling of individual liberties. Thank you for joining this segment of In the Gap.